looking for new additions to your Skyrim mod list? Not to worry, so am I. So let's check out some of the best new mods out there. Hi, I'm BCG and this is Skyrim Mods of the Moment. The magical stones in Solstheim, the Allmaker stones, are a source of mighty powers, but in the game they're severely underused as the power depletes after you use it just once. This is where Audugan comes in, as this mod overhauls the Allmaker stone system completely. Firstly, it makes the powers more accessible, as you can recover them in different ways, by sleeping or gaining a level, and additionally each race has their own unique way to recover the powers. Secondly, there are now also race-specific powers for each stone, so 60 different skills in total that change depending on the nature of the stone you have preyed upon. This mod makes these stones and powers actually usable and consequently makes the Dragonborn DLC feel a bit more exciting. Another mod that makes you feel more powerful is Imbue Spells, a mod that allows you to enchant your weapon with a fire, frost or shock spell, making your hits more potent and deadly. These spells can be purchased from spell vendors selling adept spell tomes, and after you have one, learn and cast it, and your character will imbue your weapon with the element with a custom animation. This will do an additional 20 elemental damage and benefits from their respective destruction skill tree perks, not to speak of looking really cool in-game as any spellsword. Inspired by Pinepeak Cavern of ESO, Pinepeak Crypt is a completely new Nordic ruin nestled in the fall foliage of the Eastern Rift Hold, a deep, hidden expansion of the original dungeon. The whole intention behind this location is to make it completely indistinguishable from vanilla content, blending within the game while giving you a new dungeon to discover and delve through. It's also not only for random exploration, as it adds a small quest as well. After you hit level 12, Career approaches you with a letter from a scholar called Emil that is sure to make you curious to find out Chakra's secrets beneath. In the tomb, there's also a new boss battle and other encounters, environmental storytelling and a puzzle that all make this mod a must-have in your mod list. Speaking of dingy dungeons and Nordic ruins, the disturbing Draugr are a common sight in these places, as they're sealed in the tombs, only waking to worship the dragon priests and destroying any intruders. With Wheezing Draugr, these mummified warriors sound more ancient, wheezing and gurgly, and it's sure to make your playthroughs even more spooky with 30 new sound effects that fully replaces the original Draugr audio. So scary, you couldn't make me use this mod with Skyrim VR. And you know what? Roll the clip. This and much more on my Patreon if you want to support me and my channel. Okay, just a while ago I released a huge NPC overhaul video, so go check that out if you haven't yet. And oh, how I wish Children of the Wave, a Redguard NPC overhaul, could have been included in it. Now, this mod is of course a full reimagination of these people of Hammerfell, the excellent warriors that once came from Yokuda. These people have new hairstyles, an increased range of skin tones and eye colors, as well as more diverse facial features, and a lot of cultural accessories, in addition to the usual nods to each person's societal status, age, lifestyle, and personality. This mod is super lore-friendly, fitting and faithful, and a great choice for the Redguard peeps in your game. Now, let's check out a couple of location overhaul mods that make the game look like it was released to modern systems instead of Xbox 360. First off, we have Dwemer Ruins Overhaul Exterior that focuses on giving the dwarven dwellings a proper spruce up by adding a lot of structures and other details in the exteriors of these dungeons. In total, 14 different locations in mainland Skyrim and Solstheim have been overhauled to look more huge and significant, while keeping them fairly similar to the original, which I think more accurately represents the magnitude of what lies down within the dungeons. The second location overhaul we have today is Clearings Overhaul from the same author, modifying 5 different clearings and ponds in Skyrim and Solstheim. This mod adds depth and flavor to the open world exploration by adding some clues of environmental storytelling, such as carefully placed items and clutter, deceased NPCs, broken human-built structures. Yeah, this bridge really did leave me in awe, as it looks like an incredible scene to stumble on by accident. It's a small addition, but does a lot, especially for us who love the exploration aspect of the game. Now, let's take a quick moment to check out some creatures. From Chakra, we have 3 furry new animal replacers. First off, the fox. The harmless, wandering cutie looks wonderful in both of its camouflage colors, southern red and northern white. Then we have the bear, another creature with a couple of variants that look not at all cuddly and cute, rather something to stay far away from. Well, I'm afraid of bears anyway, so that might have an impact on this opinion. Finally, there's the Sabre cat, which also contains a replacer for the Forgotten Vale Panthers. Now, this mod made me miss my ancient Steam Workshop favorite mod, Sabre Cat Mount. Please someone recreate it with this model for SSE. Anyway, these models are super high quality and look actually realistic, but on the flip side, they may have a negative performance effect on lower end systems. Talking of Skyrim wildlife, especially foxes, next we have a quest mod called What Remains. In this small experience, you stumble upon a mysterious fox, one that can actually talk in our language, who tells you a story about a man's life and death.
His corpse lies entombed beneath the snow. No visitors mark his grave, and soon all memory of him shall be forgotten.
In this quest, you're able to express your opinions through the dialogue and piece together the mystery of this unknown man. This mod is fully voiced by the talented voice actor Meek Voice, and all the lines are written by the mod author Nimwraith, who brings us another interesting piece of masterful storytelling to the game. We had some animations in the last Mods of the Moment episode, so let's make our Dovahkiins feel even more alive with these new additions. First, we have Simple Wall Lean, powered by Open Animation Replacer's RaySense add-on. This mod makes it so when you're close to a wall, your character will automatically start to lean on it without any manual input needed. There are around 20 different animations and randomized idle variations for the leaning, so it's always a bit different and therefore feels immersive. Remember, no lollygagging. Then we also have a couple of new first-person animations, one which I wouldn't want to see IRL after such a long winter. First-person snowy weather animation. This mod makes your character rub their hands together to generate some warmth to their fingers in the freezing cold areas of Skyrim. This animation triggers when it's frosty, snow is actively falling from the sky, and you have stayed idle for 5 seconds. From the same author, we also have first-person falling animation. This one livens up your first-person gaming with a fitting animation for falling or jumping down a cliff or other heights. It clearly conveys that panic that ensues when you've accidentally slipped down, and I think both of these mods just give that additional feeling of immersion in the game. It's been some time since I've showcased a player home, and I love player homes, so today we have 2. I'm craving for warm and humid weather, so Aetherius Crossing, a tropical player home, is definitely the one we must visit first. This player home is located in a custom world space, a small tropical island to which you'll have to row into with this abandoned rowboat. The thing about Aetherius Crossing is that it is fully buildable with progressive upgrades, which allows you to make it completely your own and cater to your needs. You can find all the core crafting stations to work on your gear, as well as areas for fishing, bathing, and simply relaxing, and some of the furniture is interactable too. The player home is made easy to access as there is a teleport spell tome ready for you to learn, so you can leave and return whenever you wish.
This place is failing. Not all at once. Not enough to break, but enough that I can see it now.
Needless for me to say, this is an absolutely gorgeous home, and I can just feel the warmth on my skin and the cortisol dropping while sitting here at the dock and listening to the sounds of the sea. It's just like a dream. For those that look for a real estate that is a little bit more down to earth, I'd suggest you come to take a spin at Druid's Tundra Cottage. This is the perfect dwelling for a witch or a druid or an alchemist who prefers to live alone somewhere hidden deep in the nature. Well, you can see Whiterun from this house, so it's not that deep in the nature, but you get what I mean. This player home is most of all super cozy. It has tons of detail, little knickknacks hanging on the walls and sitting on the tables, a singular small bed, planters for some useful herbs, and custom storage. Just like in the previous home, here too you can find a teleport spell tome to take you quickly home from anywhere you are in the province, and there's no need to open your pouch of septims as this home is completely free for you to declare your ownership. Don't go yet, as we also have two extremely impressive armor sets here today. Redoran Prefect armor is the first one we're taking a look at, and this one definitely caught my eye. It's a Morrowind-themed heavy armor fitting for both male and female characters and the beast races, and it has physics, so HTT SMP mod is mandatory to have. The mod also comes with a two-handed sword, the Blade of 10 Saints, that surely makes this set complete and looks especially great on any Dwemer character. This Prefect armor can be crafted at the forge with the advanced smithing perk, or you can just spawn it to your inventory via add item menu mods or console commands. It's been a month since Storyteller was published, but better showcase it late than never, as this light armor / clothing set is the perfect outfit for a mystical female character. It's a beautiful gown with veil, lace trims, and intricate accessories that decorate the wearer's neck, wrists, and forehead. Under the hem, there are these convenient puff pants too, and this outfit too utilizes the HTT SMP physics simulation mod. There are also 6 colors to choose from: blue, red, green, purple, white, and black, and the outfit parts can be crafted at a forge after you've crafted the book that teaches you this armor at a tanning rack. It's simple, no? Thank you for watching, and again, if you'd like to gain my eternal gratitude, watch exclusive content, and join the private Discord server, consider checking out my Patreon. Special thanks to Loaf, Ryan Ulrich, Frank Brackett, The Panicked Monk, Kenneth Pedersen, Billy Duncan, Onshore Flyer, Eric Slagenwhite, Angrius Windstorm, Manut Gop, Amenity, Don Wright, Krakenhelm, Simon Wakes, J. Michael, Nocturnal Emissary, Didermis, Victor, and Navigator. See ya!